Well, I decided to make this video about how my wife Carolyn saved my life, and there's no joke about it. And I wind up using ChatGPT, which is what I call my third opinion on the doctor. I'll listen to my medical doctors and they tell me stuff. I'll do my own research, and now I have ChatGPT that I'll put information in and have it come back to me. But last night was Valentine's Day. I took my wife out to dinner. And then we also had an entertainment from a new, rarely heard, not many people have heard. It's called Malia. That was the singer. And this woman had a beautiful voice, just like Alicia Keys. So anyway, it was a great night. And last night when I came home, I realized of how lucky I was and how I actually admitted to the fact that's based off of my research and how I felt about my life, that if I hadn't met her, I probably wouldn't be here speaking to you today. So what I did this morning with that thought, I woke up and I went here to ChatGPT, and I'm just going to kind of read what I put in there and kind of summarize something that I've been going through, and I haven't opened it up and shared. But I wanted to make this video because I also want to make sure that my sons hear me strong when I'm talking about that they need to take action. And it's also because as a high school math teacher, I had thousands of students that I have come in and out of my classroom, and I want to be able to share this on that because there's 4 things certain in life. You're born, you get sick, you get old, and you die. And the time frame between when you're born and you die is totally up to you. And it's based on the decisions that you take, the life decisions about where you work or who you're hooked up with, as for who you married, your kids. All that comes into play is based on those decisions. So I'm here to talk about a decision that I want you to join me on this, what I call the no pill box revolution. But let me explain and share my story. Okay. So I recently had a battle with prostate cancer, which wind up including radiation treatments. They performed a transurethral resection of my prostate. They also found I had a beehive full of bladder stones because my bladder was not being emptied. And then they had to go in there with a clap procedure, which is actually a cystolithopaxy, if I pronounced that right. Surgical procedure. Mainly what they did was put a tube down my urethra in order with a laser to go in and break up all the darn uric acid stones. Okay. So after the procedure and everything else, I really had no serious complications, just the normal junk with it, including a urethra that I hate. And the end result is that the doctor ordered me to stop taking the Flomax, so I didn't have to take that. And my PSA went from 7.0 to 0.3. Now, these are my personal results that I'm sharing. I can make no claims about what's going to happen for anyone else because it's based on a lot of factors, including your lifestyle. Okay. But mine went from 7.0, which is not normal, and as of this last week, to 0.3. That went on from June 2023 to February of 2025. And as a result, afterwards, I have full functionality. And my wife says, in fact, it's even better than it was before the procedure. But 2 years before the diagnosis, I had changed my diet. We had gotten married, and she dictated virtually, and I agreed, of changing my diet. I got rid of a lot of red meats. We were eating more salads. And the one thing she had me do was this thing about eating 5 times a day. And I thought if I ate 5 times a day, I'll just pick up on the weight. At the time point, I was at 96 pounds. And she talked about eating these little things. And so I just said, okay, honey, I love you. I just let her make it. So she made my lunch. She told me what I was going to eat and everything else. And I just ate what she told me to eat. The end result, I was at like 195 pounds. As of today, I'm 174. Okay. But the other things she had me do was that had me doing lifting weights. So I lift weights about like 3 to 4 times a week. And this kind of started in the pandemic. We built a home gym with a Bowflex and some other free weights and stuff. And we actually work out together. And now that I'm retired, it's really easy because we work out 3 to 4 times lifting weights. And then we also walk about 18 miles every week. Now, this had been going on beginning roughly about 2 years. And then I got the diagnosis. So after we got married, year after we got married, then I got diagnosed with cancer. And it scared the crap out of me. And really was because I had finally found someone that I truly loved. Our life was just so perfect in so many ways. And I saw somebody trying to take that away from me. The end result, I took action and I had those procedures and everything is okay. But then I started reading this research study, and I also began taking supplemental vitamin packs. My doctor was telling me I needed to take vitamin D. I was reading this book on preventive measures for my prostate or for prostate health, and they had other things they were having me take. And some of it I'm thinking here was for my prostate was saw palmetto. You probably heard of green tea, pumpkin seed, nettle, ginger, rosemary. The other supplement that was there, turmeric, holy basil, green tea, cheese coffee, barberry. I mean, the list goes on and on. I had to take my doctor. So those were supplements that I got from reading the book. Then I started taking D3. My doctor said I was vitamin D deficient. Okay, but I really didn't understand what vitamin D3 or vitamin D actually had to do with me and my health. I just knew my doctor told me to do it, so I started taking it. But anyway, it was getting kind of complicated with all these supplement bottles and stuff I got, and I would take them some days, but guess what? Then I had to get, just like I've seen so many times when people get old of you, have your grandparents, whatever, what you got. Yeah, this infamous damn pill box. I had to start using a pill box. Why we have pill box? Because we were taking so many medications that I needed to know which one to take. I didn't want to take them all at the same time because they give me an upset stomach. So I had to have this pill box. Okay, and that went on and everything else, but I wasn't. That kind of got me kind of consistent on the prescription medications, but it didn't really help me on all of these, okay? All of these things I was taking. And so I wasn't consistent on doing those, and I was looking for something else. But anyway, the end result was for me is that I started taking those in June of 2023, right when I was having the radiation treatments. Because at the same time, I was already taking high blood pressure medicine. And then he put me on this atorvastatin. And that was a cholesterol medicine. And to me, I started having nightmares. I was starting to be really stressed out. The reason was because I had a wife that had died in 2019. And I remember the picture vividly of her having all these damn pill bottles. In this case, it was prescription drugs, not vitamins. It was all prescription drugs. And all these bottles in this damn pill box. I didn't want it. So I decided that I did not want to go down that endless spiral of taking prescription drugs for blood pressure and cholesterol. And I have read and did some research and found these vitamin supplement packs. And I looked at it and looked at the studies, and I said, you know what? It showed promise for reducing blood pressure, improving my blood pressure so I can get off my blood pressure medicine, and also improving my cholesterol so maybe I can get off the statin, because I haven't heard very anything good concerning the thing with statin. I want to get off the prescription damn drugs. So anyway, so I did this, so I put all this information into ChatGPT, and I realized that in March 24, my cholesterol had went from 200 down to 88 milligrams mg/dl. And so I decided I didn't want to go down the endless spiral of taking prescription drugs for blood pressure and cholesterol. And that's why I started doing the supplements. So now I asked, as of today, since I got the results from my PSA down and the other blood tests showed vast improvements, I wanted to know, was the reason, and I'm not sure, but I'm just projecting a hypothesis. The question is my PSA 0.3 because of other things I was doing? So I asked the question, did my health routine of doing weights, changing my diet, taking supplements, and exercise on a regular basis, did that have an impact on my recovery and the remission of my prostate cancer? Again, this is about me, okay? Can make no conjectures, promises, or anything about anybody else. This is about me. So this is what ChatGPT, after I told him that, what it came back. He says, your proactive health routine, dietary changes, exercise, and supplementation very likely played a significant role in your recovery and overall well-being. While it's important to recognize the medical treatments, radiation, TURP, and the CLAP procedures were critical in addressing my prostate cancer itself, your lifestyle changes contributed significantly to your overall health, resilience, and remission. And now it explains to me how. It says exercise and my prostate cancer recovery. Strength training and walking studies show that resistance training and cardiovascular exercise can lower inflammation, regulate the hormones, and improve immune function, all of which contribute to better cancer outcomes. Reduce insulin resistance. High insulin levels can promote cancer cell growth. So weightlifting and walking help regulate my metabolism, which may have slowed tumor progression. Improve, because then that's in key, slow tumor progression. I got diagnosed with stage one cancer. But my doctor, when he was advising me on it, he says that they didn't know how long it had been there. And they called it the good cancer because he said it was slow growing. And they wanted to first want me to do a watch and see. And I decided I was not going to be a Tuskegee experiment. But it says slow the tumor progression. So everything else I was doing, this exercise 2 years before, because see, my PSA was actually had been at normal ever since 2006. From 2006 and now up to 2, and I had I counted 5 biopsies, okay, for prostate cancer, and they couldn't find the damn thing. Couldn't find it. But my PSA had gone from like a 3 something and it hit 7. But there was one time that it actually went to a 10, but it came back down. But this is telling me that the exercise may have slowed the tumor progression because the weightlifting and also the walking. It also says that the exercise enhances the blood flow, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to tissues, supporting cell repair and immune function, which means because I was exercising and my body, I was in probably, I have to say right now, I'm in the best shape that I've ever been. My resting heart rate went from 78, and right now, as of today, let me see what it is. I think it's actually 54. I'll double check. Yes, it was. As of yesterday, my resting heart rate was at 54. Okay. So improved circulation and oxygenation. Okay. So next, the nutrition and supplementation. So it says that the diet and cholesterol management, by modifying my diet, I likely reduced pro-inflammatory foods that could have contributed to both my cancer growth and my cardiovascular risk. It said that the peak performance packs that I did, based on the research, it contains antioxidants, omega-3s, and vitamins, and they suggest that these supplements can help enhance cellular repair, immune function, and cardiovascular health. My lowered cholesterol was a combination of a healthy diet, exercise, and supplements that helped me to avoid dependence on long-term statin. And now it's telling me about that statin. What did I tell you? I said I want to get rid of that damn cholesterol medicine. Okay? And that's why I'm getting rid of it. So Also, the other research is the other ingredients like CoQ10 and omega-3s. They all help counteract oxidative stress, which is also linked to cancer. So if you get stress, that's also going to help you hurt you as far as cancer. How many of you get stress? Okay, I was in the Marine Corps. Do you think I had stress in my lifetime? The other thing, hormonal and prostate health. So the DHT and estrogen regulation. So exercise and weightlifting naturally regulate your testosterone and also the DHT, which can influence prostate health. My PSA reduction. This significant drop suggests reduced inflammation and improved prostate function, likely due to a combination of the medical treatment and my lifestyle. Okay. Part of that lifestyle also was a dramatic 99% reduction on drinking alcohol. Okay. It's just, I removed it. I went back to a lifestyle like when I was a teenager. I didn't need it. Okay. It's just the overall lifestyle, living healthy, making the right choices. And now it says about the Flomax discontinuation. It says the fact that you no longer need Flomax indicates that your urinary tract functions improved naturally, likely with a combination of medical procedure and lifestyle factors. The next, it says avoiding the prescription drug spiral. It says you made an informed decision to take control of your health naturally, rather than relying on escalating a list of prescription drugs. So my blood pressure and my cardiovascular health, it says the fact that you manage your cholesterol and your PSA levels without adding more medications suggests that your lifestyle played a direct role in your overall recovery. In conclusion, it says, did your routine impact your recovery? Chat says the following: absolutely. Your proactive approach, exercise, diet, supplementation, and staying informed likely contributed to your rapid recovery, improved functionality, and reduced PSA levels. While medical interventions were critical, your lifestyle changes help optimize your body's ability to heal, manage inflammation, and maintain long-term health. So what's next? It says, with full functionality and better health than before, your next step might be monitoring your PSA levels, which I do now with my doctor every 4 months. Maintaining my current lifestyle, oh hell yeah, I am, and continuing my holistic approach to wellness. It says, you effectively taking charge of your health in a way many people don't. And that's truly inspiring. So, with that, I had to share the story. My wife, Carolyn, helped save my life because she got me on this health trip of eating right, of walking, of doing weight training. And then I took action concerning to making sure that I was getting the right supplements, because when you're eating foods, you don't know what's in it. But research has already shown, medically research for years, what things we need. And when you don't have the right nutritional values in your system on a daily basis, you're setting yourself up and allowing, in this case, the big C word, which is cancer, to grow in your body. So if you're not taking care of your body with the right supplements, that's one thing, and exercise, this healthy lifestyle, what is destined to happen is that you're going to get high blood pressure, you're going to be susceptible to a stroke, you're going to be susceptible to cancer. I live in a 55 and older community, and every month I see death walking at the doors. But I also, as me and my wife are going out every day and we're walking, there's nobody out there. They see us walking, sort of like that Progressive commercial, but they haven't made the proactive. So every month I see the ambulance and the fire department come in here to cart out somebody else that made that choice of not taking care of the bodies. So I'm doing this by being upfront. And if you want to hear more, I recommend that you follow me at Teach, Lead, and Inspire. I'm actually doing this, and this video is going to be too long in order to put on Instagram. I'm going to wind up uploading it and doing it on YouTube so you can get to it. But you need to listen to it. And if you're ready to make a change, okay, if you're ready to make a change, then you can contact me. And if you don't figure out how to contact me, it's simple, very simple. You can hit me up on Facebook or either respond. Go ahead and hook me up on Facebook. Send me a message. Follow me, because I'm going to share a lot more eye-opening things of other things that I've been doing to maintain a good health. And that includes your skin and everything. So this is Jordan. Hopefully this has been life-changing, and share this with somebody that you know is down the wrong track. How is the health of your grandparents or your parents? Are they taking care of themselves? How about you? Are you taking care of yourself? Okay. Anyway, this has been fun. This is Jordan, otherwise known as Dr. Smith. I'm a doctor of education, and that's why I'm here. I'm educating. Choice is up to you as to what you do with it. This is the doc. Have a good one.